Today I'm gonna be presenting the Indian Removal Act. It's gonna be presented by Josue Mendiola, which is me. So we have an image right here. This is gonna be important later on. As you can see, as you can see in this image, there's the sky. The sky is dark. It's something to point out. There is a little bit of light coming from the back of where everyone is going. You can see a lot of horses. You can see a lot of faces. They're looking down. They don't look too happy. So a general overview. When the British colonizers, they when they were coming to the new land in North America, uh, at first they were okay with the land they had, but after it became successful, there was more land that needed to be used. So because of this, the British colonizers they pushed the natives out of their lands. Even before Andrew Jackson was elected president, the Native Americans were already losing land. Um, they won, and the major change came because of Andrew Jackson. When he was elected the seventh president of the United States in 1828, he wanted as much fertile soil for the American farmers. As soon as 2 years after he became president, he he put in place the Indian Removal Act. Basically, it allowed Thomas Jefferson to trade land with the natives, but he was actually taking their land away and sending them uh, more west and just using that land for the farmers. This obviously is unconstitutional. He forced them out of their land into reservations, and basically now their homes and everything that was inside their land became part of the federal government. Oh, and this is the actual this is the actual Indian Removal Act. Um, it, wa- it was given in May 17, 1838. So with the Indian Removal Act, as the Native Americans were leaving their homes and traveling to the west, the it was called the Trail of Tears. It was very common to see a lot of people leaving their homes to travel to the west, and this became the Trail of Tears. It was the forced displacement of approximately 60,000 Native American Indians. Uh, they were from the tribes of the Cherokee, the Muskogee, the Seminole, the Chickasaw, the Chickasaws, the Chickasaw, and Choctaw. As you can see, I believe this is Oklahoma. They were coming from Florida, from Georgia, and the Trail of Tears basically is the Native Americans migrating and they're leaving their house, going into the new territory, which was going to be in Oklahoma. This is a map of their land losses. As you can see, in 1775, most of the land was occupied by the Native Americans. I think this is part of Spanish territory, and this is British territory. This is in the 1850s. As more people were coming from Europe, uh, less land was being used by Native Americans. This is almost the entire country, and this is just half. Then after the Indian Removal Act, a lot of Native American tribes were being hunted down, killed. They were being forced out of their homes, even in the West, as people were as British immigrants or Americans that were already born here. They were trying to use the West. This is around the westward migration, and now the Native Americans were left with very little territory. Still in Oklahoma, parts of New Mexico, and all of this. And this is present day. Um, Now, this is important because now this is significant because at the time the original owners of the land in North America were taken out of their houses and pretty much they were being bullied by people who were or outsiders who were coming into their land. I chose this topic because up to now I don't think there's anything that the federal government that the federal government can do to make up for what they did to the American Indians.